Mila, I don't think people really understand what's happening at Meta today.
Oh, I think thousands of them do. Very, very clearly.
I mean the scale of it. This isn't just a quarterly adjustment. This is a tectonic shift. It's the kind of move you make when you believe you're in an existential fight.
Or a panic. The line can be thin.
I'm Milo.
I'm Mila.
And this is AI Daily.
In a few minutes, we'll talk about how an AI just went head-to-head with a Stanford researcher to find new medicines, and won.
But first, Meta. Today, May 20th, the company's laying off roughly 8,000 employees. At the same time, it's reassigning another 7,000 workers to new AI-focused teams. This isn't a simple restructuring, Mila. It's a foundational rewiring of the entire company in real time, while spending over $100 billion on AI infrastructure this year alone.
It's a massive gamble, and one that's causing significant turmoil internally. The layoffs are hitting engineering and product teams hard, but it's the reassignments that are more illuminating. Some of these 7,000 engineers are being moved to teams building an internal AI agent codenamed Hatch and the underlying cloud infrastructure.
Exactly. They are fundamentally changing the DNA of the company. Mark Zuckerberg is on record saying they need to deliver personal superintelligence to billions of people. You don't do that by tweaking the newsfeed algorithm. You do it by refocusing literally 20% of your workforce in a single move. It's audacious.
It's also causing a revolt. Let's not forget the other part of this story. To train these new models, Meta is rolling out a monitoring tool called the Model Capability Initiative, or MCI. It tracks workers' mouse movements, keystrokes, and even what they copy and paste to feed it all into an AI as training data. Staff are not pleased. A petition against the surveillance is circulating, and UK-based workers are organizing with a tech union. I think that's a secondary issue for them right now. For Meta, this is about survival and speed. They see OpenAI, Google, and Anthropic pulling ahead in the race, and they've decided that slow, incremental change is a death sentence. This is a wartime maneuver. You consolidate your forces, point them at the enemy, and you push. But what if your forces don't want to be pointed? You can't build the future of AI if the engineers building it are demoralized, feel like they're being spied on, and are watching 8,000 of their colleagues get walked out the door. A bold move and a chaotic one can look very similar from the outside. The results, however, are very different.
We'll see if it's bold or chaotic soon enough. For now, let's move from a company-wide pivot to a country-wide one.
Right. Google DeepMind just announced a major national partnership with the government of Singapore. And this isn't just about opening a new office. They're embedding themselves into the country's national AI strategy.
The scope is pretty broad. The partnership focuses on applying frontier AI to challenges in healthcare, education, and accelerating scientific discovery. They're also launching an Asia-Pacific version of their AI for the Planet Accelerator to support startups working on environmental challenges.
It's the public sector transformation part that stands out to me. It's one thing for a company to sell software to a government. It's another for them to become a core partner in shaping how that government uses AI for economic growth and public services. Google estimates this could add over 3 billion Singapore dollars in economic value just from faster R&D by 2040.
A key technical piece of this is the collaboration on safety benchmarks. They're working with Singapore's Infocom Media Development Authority to research multilingual and multimodal safety. That's a non-trivial problem. Making sure an AI behaves safely and appropriately isn't just about English. It has to respect local languages, cultures, and nuances. Doing that at a national scale is a massive undertaking.
And it raises massive questions. What does it mean for a nation's digital infrastructure to be so deeply intertwined with a single foreign company? It's an incredible vote of confidence in Google, but it's also a significant concentration of influence.
I'd analyze the partnership announcement from a geopolitical, technical, and economic perspective. It's an efficient move. Singapore gets access to world-class AI talent and technology, and DeepMind gets a real-world sandbox to deploy and study AI at scale.
A sandbox with citizens, which brings us to our third story about an AI that's already producing startling results in a very different kind of lab.
This one is genuinely cool. Google DeepMind also just published research on a new multi-agent AI system they call Co-Scientist. The idea is to move beyond AI as a simple tool, like a calculator, and towards an AI that acts as a true research collaborator.
And they have a powerful proof point. A team at Stanford was researching liver fibrosis, which is a scarring process that can lead to fatal cirrhosis. A senior researcher, Gary Peltz, used his expertise to pick 2 existing drugs he thought could be repurposed to treat it.
At the same time, they asked co-scientists to do the same thing, scan tens of thousands of scientific papers and propose 3 candidate drugs, explaining its reasoning. Then they tested all 5 candidates in the lab on live human liver cells.
The result? The 2 drugs picked by the human expert showed no benefit. But of the 3 drugs selected by co-scientists, 2 of them successfully blocked fibrosis and promoted the regeneration of liver cells.
One of the drugs had only been mentioned in a handful of papers related to fibrosis, a true needle in a haystack.
One of the researchers, Omar Abudaya, said using co-scientists feels like having a team of 50 people at your disposal, doing all the work within a day. It's not just about finding answers in data, it's about generating novel, testable hypotheses. It's an active participant in the scientific method.
The lead researcher said it feels like a collaborator that's read everything, with the reasoning capabilities to find the connections that we're currently missing. This is the story that feels like it's actually from the future, not because it replaces the scientist, but because it gives them a jetpack. It's a tool for thought, and it seems to be working.
Okay, let's hit some quick-fire headlines in the world of AI today.
First up, the White House is reportedly planning to issue an executive order on AI safety as soon as this week.
The order would establish a framework requiring AI developers to share their new frontier models with the government for review at least 90 days before public release.
Next, Meta is adding a private end-to-end encrypted incognito chat mode to WhatsApp for talking with its AI.
While at the same time, it has officially removed support for end-to-end encrypted chats from Instagram, a very clear and consistent privacy strategy.
Anthropic is partnering with the Gates Foundation.
It's a $200 million commitment to use Claude for programs in global health, education, and life sciences, specifically targeting high-burden and neglected diseases.
And finally, a new market report predicts the world will have over 100,000 humanoid robots installed by 2028.
Just in time to help all those reorganized workforces.
So Milo, the question for tomorrow is, when a company fundamentally rebuilds itself in a single day, what breaks first?